Special note. This was the statement of purpose intro to my now defunct, extinct weblog formerly titled Reflections on the American Herd under the domain name endthehumanrace.com. The reason I am reading it here is because it will be appended to my presentation to the Manhattan Institute, the Hudson Institute, or any other think tanks that I'll be giving presentations of my ideas to. It will be included as a sample of one of the many variety of different writing styles and writing persona that I work under or have worked under. Statement of purpose. This site is founded upon the principle of the truest conception of freedom of speech. Nobody tells us what we can or cannot say or can or cannot publish here. We tell it like it is, real and raw. We are defiant, recalcitrant, exquisitely free. We're the only free speakers on the internet, and we're the only honest writers on the planet. We're all about plain speaking here. No equivocating when it comes to stating the truth, our truth. No euphemistic language or phony doublespeak. No subtexts or literary subterfuge. Just the raunchiest and rawest thoughts and words imaginable. The dead cow on the end of your fork. We don't play word games here or equivocate about their meanings. We say anything that isn't allowed and lots more that is tolerated but not happily. Anything censored, we proclaim with wide-eyed enthusiasm. We say the unthinkable and we think the unsayable. We'll write things on this site that we don't even believe in ourselves simply because they're forbidden or not politically correct. Everything anyone says or thinks or proposes ever is of course always under erasure anyway in the Heideggerian, Derridian, deconstructive sense. But we refuse censorship violently. We think the unthinkable, we speak the unspeakable, we write the unwritable. As human history's great outsider, I stand apart from you and yours on the outside looking in. Since I am a permanent exile from the human race, I am free to speak the truth as it has never yet been spoken. My truths are not quasi-truths like yours. My truths are not comfortable truths like your society's. My truths are not the euphemistic truths of today's popular writers. They are cowards and fluff personalities. They are made out of Velveeta cheese just like you. Plastic, greasy, slowly ever sliding downhill, completely opportunistic, with no literary integrity whatsoever. They don't even have the word in their vocabulary. They are pussies and punks and parasites just like their readers. In other words, you. And I'm talking about anybody who might be listening to me or watching me. There are no exceptions, except myself, of course. I'm talking about you. They are tree parasites. They kill trees as their apparent primary life function. Are there no exceptions? There might be a small number of exceptions or partial exceptions. Chuck Palahniuk maybe, Stanley Crouch sometimes maybe. Jello Biafra more so, but he doesn't write, he lectures in real time or sings songs. But they still do readings, which is one sign of a writing hypocrisy. The writer must be aloof from his readers as from his greater society. Today's fluff writers need their asses kissed, or they can't find a reason for getting out of bed in the morning. I don't do readings, I don't do signings. The very concept smells like napalm and Molotov cocktails to me, what I would bring to a public reading or book signing party. My words are little bombs. I'm not a writer, I am a nuclear holocaust with a pen. Let's get it straight. A real writer is a sublimated killer, but then again, he isn't always sublimated. A real writer writes in blood, most of the time his own, oftentimes that of others. Everything in his life is ritual sacrifice to the cause, the mission, the delivery of the message. Sorry, I'm making little corrections as I read for the future. He will kill his own. Everything in his life is ritual sacrifice to the cause, the mission, the delivery of the message. He will kill his own beloved children if need be, like Abraham putting down Isaac on the sacrificial stone in obedience to God's command. A real writer is a killer. A true writer is a literary terrorist using words in lieu of, and maybe, hopefully as a prelude for, acts of the most bombastic, infernal, savage, barbaric, and beautifully exquisite violence. Arthur Rimbaud was the quintessence of the modern real writer. Why? Because he said fuck you to writing altogether, to run guns in North Africa and foment violent revolutions. Which, when compared to so bullshit an activity as writing, is the model of authenticity, isn't it? Today's writers are a pose. Make no mistake about it, I am an enemy of the people with a capital H, as in hate, as in honesty. Any truly honest writer has to be. It's inevitable. And it isn't meant as an irony as with Dr. Stockman. The search for truth and the quest after knowledge impart many detours and false starts, and they require a dedication that transcends all personal human relationships. Must be. To paraphrase Mr. Lermontov in The Red Shoes, no writer who relies upon the doubtful comforts of human love. Make no mistake about it, I am an enemy of the people because I have To paraphrase Monsieur Lermontov in The Red Shoes, the writer who relies upon the doubtful comforts of human love will never be a great writer. Never. Monsieur Lermontov, make no mistake about it. Make no mistake about it, I am the enemy of the people because I have committed myself to truth, while the vast majority of people have committed themselves to hiding from the truth, escaping the truth, living life as far as possible from the truth. To most people, truth is anathema. Therefore, I am the last writer in Western history and the first writer in humanist history. To this point, we have begged the question at the heart of it all. He wants the truth. What is the truth, said jesting Pilate, but would not stay for an answer. Well, friends, that is the easiest part of it all. What is truth? Throughout history, all variety of ridiculous theories of truth have been advanced by academics and other rhinoceroses. There's the correspondence theory of truth, the coherence theory of truth, the pragmatic theory of truth, and God knows how many others may be discovered by some editor lurking in some dead professor's dusty file boxes. But our theory of truth is the only theory that matters to human society because it is the theory you define yourself, little man. What's that you say, finally? What is truth? That's easy. The truth is anything you don't want to hear. The truth is whatever people don't want to hear about themselves. The truth is whatever people don't want to hear, see, or know. The truth is whatever the lying, self-deceiving animal, man, and woman especially, hide from themselves. Call this the hypocritical theory of truth, or maybe the self-delusional theory of truth, or perhaps the self-deceptive theory of truth. If you tell people the truth, I mean, if you really tell people the truth, relentlessly, ruthlessly, as I do, they will kill you. And I know this personally because I have already predicted many times that once I go public and get published, and people start hearing my ideas and debating them, that at some point I will be assassinated for saying the things that I think. This is why our functional, operational theory of truth is the only theory left for mankind to consider at this end of its history.